Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's still Dave, still in Southern Maryland, still in the paddock, still Tuesday afternoon. And a thank you video that's long overdue. I talked about it yesterday in my fireside or my backyard chat, in that this came from Johnny Onion's get together, our meetup a week ago Saturday. So we're now talking 10 days ago. I've just been so blown up time-wise with the dogs that I haven't had time to do this. But there's enough here I needed to do it, and I wanted to do it right. So I have a number of people to say thank you to from that Saturday from 10 days ago. So the first one is Sean at Ghost Cobb. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what Sean brought for me to the meetup. It was pretty substantial. I was kind of blown away. I got to spend the entire day pretty much sitting next to Sean, so I feel like I'm starting to get to know him pretty well. But here's what he brought for me and gave for me to take away from the meetup. All right, the first thing he brought me was this cool hat from Nashville Smokes. And then he brought me, this is a tamper. It's not a cigar, it's a tamper. It's completely made out of wood. And he said he'd only give it to me if I promised to put a band from one of my cigars on it. So I put one of my Cohiba Blacks on it, and I actually use this tamper quite a bit. It's actually perfect size for my, it's almost without needing to move it around, perfect from a meerschaum. So Sean, I use that thing every day. Then the next thing he brought me was 12 cigars. So he brought me 2 of these. These are the Padron handmade importados. I smoked one of these at the backyard chat last night. Then he brought me an Ave Maria. And he brought me a Blanco 9. He brought me an Enclave by AJ Fernandez. It's the Enclave Broadleaf. Trying to get this to focus a little bit. He brought me a Diesel Uncut. I've never heard of this. It's hard to read through the wrapper, but it's a Diesel Uncut. Then a CO First Third. Again, I've never heard of it, but CO First Third. He brought me a Rocky Patel, the Edge. In fact, the only thing on it, it's unbanded. It's got a foot band on it. Of course, it's not going to focus. He brought me a Prince and Hall, and I looked at this a long time. Prince and Hall, never heard of it. Pretty cool. And then brought me a Ramon Alones by AJ Fernandez. Brought me a Last Call by AJ Fernandez. He brought me a CHC Series E Petit Edmundo. So he brought me, pretty crazy, 12 cigars. And he had them in this nice Blanco pouch, and he had them with a Bovita pack. All that from the meetup from Sean. Pretty cool. All those have now gone into my desk. They're laying right on top there, including the Bovita pack. They are now all in my desk humidor. Move on to the next guy who brought stuff for me was Ethan, Parsimony's Piper. These are all his blends. Haunted Hatchards, Secondhand Bookshop, and another blend that he is currently working on that he wants feedback from, but I'm not to talk about. So I'm not going to talk about it. But those 3 things came from Ethan. Pretty cool. I can't wait. In fact, I think my next bowl today will be of the mystery blend, so I can give him some feedback. But anyway, Ethan, thank you very much, buddy. Well, the next guy is Johnny Onions himself. Even though he hosted it and did all the work and everything, he was, hey, Dave, you seem to like Carter Hall, right? I said, I do. He goes, take that crap out of my garage. Take it out of my barn, which became a theme for the day. When anybody found something they liked, something that he did not, he said, go ahead and take it out of get it out of my barn. So here's another example. Sir Walter Raleigh Aromatic. He said, hey, you seem to like that. Why don't you take that crap out of my barn too? So these three things came from Johnny himself. All right, so the next one was Curtis came from Milan Tobacconist. And he brought all of us a sample pack, and it looked like this when he handed it out. So I just wanted to show you what he brought for every one of us. And I'll open it up now and show you the samples that were in it. It was a really nice sample pack. So Curtis brought us 8 1-ounce samplers. So I just want to go through them with you. First thing he did was Diplomat. It's non-aromatic. There's 1 ounce. Then he gave us 3 English. Triple Crown, King's Ransom, and Joe's Blend. And then he gave us 3 aromatics. Black Gold, Centennial, Wall Street, and Jefferson Street. So those are the 8 1-ounce samples that he brought in his sample pack. So that was pretty damn cool. And so we're just showing up at Johnny's meetup. This is the haul I brought home. Pretty damn cool. Pretty amazing. Appreciate Johnny pulling it together, and for his gifts and Ethan's gifts, Curtis's gifts, Sean's gifts. It was an amazing day, and the haul to bring home was crazy. I never expected anything, much less something like this. So just thank you to everybody. So as you can see, I mean, it was an honor to be invited to Johnny's house, you know, to be invited into his home, to meet his wife, to meet his daughters. They accepted Sasha. I mean, that was really my first day with Sasha. Yeah, and then to send me home with all these gifts from all these guys, it was just an amazing day, and I have very fond memories of it. So Johnny, I again say thank you for hosting it, and then for the gifts you sent me home with, and Sean for the gifts you sent me home with, for Curtis from Milan Tobacconist, thank you for the sample pack you sent me home with. Ethan, thank you for the samples you sent me home with. So guys, it was a great day. I just wanted to show you the bounty and how generous everybody was at the meetup. Gosh, that's it. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody and show you how great these guys were at the meetup. So that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.